rushing right into the stress of what you need to do. Breathe. Take a moment to eliminate the stress and realign your mind, body, and brain with the joy that does live inside you. You get to choose if your day is going to be like every other day or if it's going to be a great day. And you decide first thing in the morning by giving yourself that time to realign your brain to positivity, to redirect your mind to what is good in your life. What is good in your life right now? Take a moment to think about it.
Woo! Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. As you can see, the sun is shining. We are feeling good. We are vibrating high. There is so much momentum going on in the chats, and I'm so excited to see it. We've got ka-chings. We've got manifestations. We got dreams coming to reality. I love to see it. This is all what the deep work is for. We have been planting seeds, and now we are starting to see the fruit of the harvest. So I'm ecstatic. Honestly, fam, you got me so fired up this morning. I'm so happy to see all the growth and all the momentum. TGIF, the growth includes Friday. Lady Boss Nikki, absolutely on fire. JoJo, go ahead and drop that down in the chat. Let everybody know all the abundance that is flowing to and through you. Drop a little bit of gratitude down before we go ahead and get this day started. I've got a phenomenal topic as always. And today, I'm going to be switching up. We're going to be talking about how to go ahead and 10X and build your business with the 4 Ps. So if you guys want to go ahead and drop a little bit of gratitude down, I'm actually not going to go live on IG because this is exclusive for the Dream Team. I just want you guys to go ahead and get this sauce. So I'm not going to go ahead and give that to them. I'll give them the second portion. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and start it off with finishing off from yesterday, and then we'll go ahead and dive in, right? So let's get a little bit of gratitude down below, and we'll start the day. Here we go. Biggest. All right, so yesterday I touched on only one of the pieces, right? I only touched on when we were getting into the 3 biggest doubt killers, right? I only touched on 3 of the pieces. So today I'm going to finish off with the last 2 pieces, and we're going to go ahead and dive into the topic. But before we do, I'm grateful for God, family. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful for the family. I'm grateful for the mind, for the body, and the spirit. I'm grateful for all of us expecting and getting miracles. It is not a coincidence why all of these manifestations are coming into reality. I'm grateful for these things, right? I'm grateful to be able to just breathe, take a deep breath, be outside, nature. We're actually taking a trip today over to Miami. I love it. Friends in the building. JoJo, God, and all the blessings. Yes. Let's go. One of the biggest things I realized, I was actually just talking about this on my story the other day, is being able to envision what it is that we desire and have the gratitude as if it's already happened, and pull that into the present moment and be able to feel it, love that. This is every day while we're living like it's our birthday, right? We're expecting and we're getting miracles, and this is no coincidence why it's happening. So here we go. So yesterday, right, we were getting into the 3 pieces of doubt, right? And when we were looking at it, here it is, straight from the book, so you guys can see it. I'm not just making this up. This is actually the real doubt diagram, so you guys can understand why it is that most people have doubt building their business, building an e-commerce store, learning how to trade, building a brand. So I just want to touch on the last 2 pieces real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and dive into building your business, the 4 Ps. I'm going to give you guys a very tactical training today, so make sure you stay tuned, okay? So yesterday we talked about one of the biggest reasons that people end up really getting caught in this cycle. Number 1 is going to be the fear of failure, right? So a lot of people have a fear of failure, myself included, right? I'm a perfectionist, as I like to call myself, for a lot of years, and I realized that was just an excuse for actually putting out content, putting out myself, and being afraid to fail, right? So there's nothing wrong with putting ourselves out. There's nothing wrong with trying and learning as we go. But here's number 2, right? Here's the second piece of the doubt diagram. And it's actually going to be, believe it or not, the fear of success. So I want everybody to go ahead and just think about this for a second. How many of you can actually believe it or not, that there's actually such thing as being afraid of becoming successful. Yes. For a lot of us, if we put a chairman back office right now, would you be able to handle 500 individuals inside of your business? If we put literally 20,000 as a check deposit straight into your account on Happy Friday, would you know how to actually spend and handle that money yet? Right? For a lot of us, we get butterflies. We get a little bit nervous just talking about this, right? Because we have no idea what we do with that money. We have no idea how we would handle that many people, how we would handle that much responsibility. That's why they say with great power also comes great responsibility, right? Being able to pay the price. This is why I've learned through my journey not to want to speed things up so fast. You see, if we try and speed through the deep work, if we try and speed through the getting on the calls and really doing the unpersonal development, well, guess what happens? If that level actually ever comes, we're not going to be ready to handle it. So I'd rather do the deep work first, plant the seeds, and be ready for all the success. Even for me, I'll give you guys an idea. When I was a Platinum 2000, I was building my business. I was moving already as if I was a Platinum 5000, as if I was a Chairman 10. When I was a P150, I was already moving as if I was a P600, P1000. It's being able to have that confidence without even having that type of success yet. This is why they say the secret is the feeling, right? So talking about the fear of success, the only reason why most are fearful of success is they don't know if they're ready to handle that type of success. And the only reason being is most of the time, the deep work, it hasn't been done. A lot of people talk about, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Oh, I want to be a chairman. It's easy to talk. That's why for now, I tell all my students, tell anybody, and even for yourself, you can tell your audience, don't just watch my mouth, watch my feet, right? Because this is what people really want to see. It's easy to talk about it. This is why putting out content, documenting the journey on a daily basis is how you're really going to start building your business, because people watch your feet more than they listen to us speak. So I had to start leading by example, right? That's why every day I love to see you guys showing up in the chats, saying the good morning, dropping yourselves in the gym, pulling up the go lives, right? This is leading by example. And what you're doing is you're showing so many others that might be fearful of success. They don't know if they can learn these skills. They don't know if they'll be able to handle that type of money in their account. Well, guess what? We're going to be the ones to lead by example, because most of us, we might have been a little bit fearful as well, right? Myself included. And the third part of the diagram is going to be fear of judgment. This is a big one too, right? So many of us are afraid. So many of us are worried about what it is that others think. For a long time, even myself being a perfectionist, that was really a cover-up word for as well, being worried about what other people think. Because in my mind, I needed it to be perfect for anybody else to see it. Well, let me, until my mentor hit me with the game-changing question. He said, well, D, let me ask you something. He said, what's perfect to you? And I sat there for like 20 seconds. I was like, you're right. There's no such thing as perfect. It doesn't exist, right? I love it. Nikki's starting to go viral with the Facebook Reels. Why? Being able to put out the content, getting a little bit vulnerable, documenting the journey. That's what people want to be able to see. I had this so screwed up at the beginning. You see, the way I saw it at the beginning, people wanted to see me making money. But you know what I noticed? The story of somebody that's coming in making a lot of money and they go out and they make more money, that's not really exciting to anybody else. Why do you think some of our favorite movies are comeback stories? Drop down some of your favorite movies below and let me know. And if you really pay attention, you'll probably notice there's a comeback story in there. Maybe they were broke. Maybe they didn't have a lot of money. Maybe they were struggling at one point in period in time and they started to realize their greatness. Remember the Titans, right? Friday Night Lights. So I can name, I'm an athlete, so I can name 20 different sports movies in a row, right? But for a lot of us, Rocky, right? All the Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do we love those movies? Because it's a comeback story. It's being able to see you going from one point and evolving over time. Because if you really notice how real individuals build their business, they document the journey because people want to see two things. Yes, they want to see profits, of course. You know what else they want to see? Progress. I can tell you right now, the confidence that we can have in ourselves, being able to know where it is that we're going, be able to know who it is that we are, that is more attractive, that is more magnetic than almost any product in any company that you're ever going to join. Because at the end of the day, people join people. People like to join others that know where they're going. That's why they say everybody is looking to follow somebody. And you don't have to know exactly where you're going yet, but you can know you're going towards greatness, and you know you're taking the steps every day to go ahead and get 1% better. And we have goals. We have a blueprint, right? So this is it. IG, that's my training for you guys today. Hope you guys got some value. The next part is for the dream team. All right, here we go. IG is out of there. This is strictly for you guys, okay? So this training that I'm about to give to you guys, this is all throughout the industry, right? In MLM, you're going to hear a lot of top mentors, right? All throughout different companies, even educate on this part of the process, okay? So when I'm talking about this is going to be called the 4 Ps to really 10x your business. This is coming from an individual, Ray Higdon. Somebody that's built organizations into the tens of thousands, somebody that's actually mentored some of the mentors. Yes, this is who this training is from today, okay? The 4 Ps to build your business. Number 1, the first P is going to be known as pipeline, okay? You see, a lot of us, we get anxious, right? We get nervous. We get maybe a little bit sad inside of our business when we don't see a lot of action. Here's what I've started to notice. And I want to give this visual. You might have heard it before, but I'm going to allow you to go and hear it again. Imagine this, okay? Imagine if we're sitting right here and the door to our house is open and we have somebody come in to go in and check out our store. And somebody comes in, they check out our store, and they don't buy anything. Do you think the store owner is upset because one person walked in the store and they didn't buy anything? Probably not, because they understand this. Maybe a couple hours later, when the store's open for multiple hours, there could be 10, 20, 30, 40 people flood into the store, and now they start to have purchases inside. Somebody gets a pair of shoes. Somebody gets a shirt. Somebody gets a jacket. Somebody gets a bag. Why is that? Because multiple people came in the store and had options to go and choose, and some people left with a bag. Some people didn't, but they're not upset because the doors were open. Ka-ching! So there's a couple different lessons here. Number 1, and this is myself. I used to get upset a lot of times when I didn't see my business moving, but you know what I started to realize? My business was only open for 1 hour a day. I would put out one post maybe every couple of days, and that was it. So my business was only open for 1 hour every couple of days, and I maybe had a couple hours during the week that I was actually open for. I want you to think about your business. This is literally the perspective of how it actually works. Every time that we put out a story, every time that we put out a video, every time that we do a 3-way, every time that we network, guess what? That means our business is open. So we got to start asking ourselves, if you really want to go ahead and level up to the next level, how many hours is our business open every single week? And here's what's really cool. When you look at big brands, when you look at big companies, here's the powerful part about utilizing a team. You see, when you're working with other individuals, you and I, we only have 24 hours in a day. But you see, with building with a team, let's say we have 10 individuals that are growing for an hour, right? Working together. Well, guess what? We literally just added 10 hours to our day. How do you think monstrous CEOs compress time frames? Because they understand I would rather to have 1% of 100 people's efforts than have 100% of my own effort, right? So this is huge. This is major keys when it comes to understanding why do individuals take the time to build the business. Why is it so important to understand this? Because this is what the 5% know. Okay. So number 1 is building your pipeline. So we wouldn't be upset, if our store was open and we had more faces coming in the door because we had more opportunity for individuals to go ahead and purchase or go ahead and pick something that they like. Well, the same thing goes for us. The more that we network, the more that we build relationships, guess what's happening? More eyes, more faces are able to come in the door and see what it is that we have to offer. You see, family, we don't have to sell anybody. This is why I got so excited about the platform that we're in. Most of the time, I had to sell somebody an energy drink. I had to sell somebody, shampoo or iced tea. The difference with this, we have skill sets that over the next 12 to 18 months are very crucial for anybody that's breathing to go ahead and take the time to learn, because now they can actually go ahead and access making money from home, having their money work from them. Deanne just got her first couple of chings. Shout out to Deanne. Go ahead and drop some 3s down below. This is what happens when you start really diving in, because at the end of the day, even if we never talk to anybody, we can still go ahead and have these skill sets work for us. Okay, so understand this is nothing but a bonus today, but it's powerful to understand it. Because as you start putting out content, as you start sharing testimonials, guess what? You're going to start building an audience that's going to be curious and wants to go ahead and step in and walk into your journey. That's looking for a way to make money from home. That's looking for a way to go ahead and help achieve their dreams. We sell dreams. You see, I tell people this all the time. When you start asking them questions, when you start forming them, where they're from, what are their hobbies, what are their goals for the next 90 days, what are they working on lately? Now we get an idea as to know what it is that they do and what is that their goals and dreams are. You know what one of my next answers is? Because most of the time, they're going to ask us the same questions that we ask them. So when I ask them what do they do, when I ask them what their goals are, when I ask them where they're from, when I ask them what's their vision for the next 90 days, by being interested instead of just interesting, not only do I get to understand where they're coming from, what is it they desire, now we can go ahead and actually adjust that answer with a solution. But here's the deal. I let them know that, well, whatever your goals are next 90 days, whatever your dreams are, that's literally what we do. We help others get to their dreams. We help others go ahead and achieve their goals with the vehicle that we have access to, with the skill sets that we have right at our fingertips. So when it comes to building a pipeline, you're not going to be worried about if somebody doesn't see or somebody doesn't buy anything inside of your store, doesn't see the vision, because you understand as you start putting yourself out there and building content, making new relationships every day, new faces, right? I like to call it NPOM. You guys can go ahead and write this down so you can remember it, okay? This is something I'm thinking about every single day. Newest possibility of momentum. You could put out that one story speaking, that one video, and you could have somebody see it out in London, out in Canada, and they've been looking for the skill set. They've been waiting to learn how to build an e-commerce store. They've been looking for a mentor. They've been looking for somebody to give them a system and a blueprint to show them these skill sets. And guess what? We have it. And all it took was doing the deep work, putting ourselves out there, documenting the journey. And this is how you start building your pipeline, right? We have multiple different platforms, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Okay, you guys can pick your poison, whatever ones you guys really want to dial in and focus on. But the power of consistency is how you're really going to build your pipeline. I've had people that have been watching me for not only months, not weeks, but actually years, and have joined the business years later because they saw the consistency. And I wasn't worried about anybody joining my business today because I understand that everything we do, we're planting seeds. You might have nobody join this week, but you might be consistent for the next literally 3 weeks. You might have 5 people join your business that same day because they've seen you be consistent. People don't care about what it is that they do until they know what? Until they know that you're serious. Okay, so the first P to building and 10xing your business is going to be understanding the pipeline. When the pipeline is building, you're never going to have worries. Number 2, okay? I'm actually building my pipeline today. I'm going out to drive, invest my time, energy, and money to go and meet an NPOM, a newest possibility of momentum. Okay, that's another big part, investing back into ourselves and our business. Number 2 is going to be position, okay? Knowing where other individuals are inside of the process. This is where documenting is so key. This is where putting things on paper is so important. You know why? Because as we start to create these new relationships, you're going to start to realize it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget who we sent a video, who we actually got on a solution call, who we had talked to a mentor. But you see, when things are written down, when they're on paper, we're never going to forget. We know exactly how to follow up. And for those of you that actually got on that call with Deanne last night, I'll go ahead and drop it down in the chat so you guys can see it. She actually gave a full kind of Excel sheet so we can go ahead and keep track of who we've sent the video to, how far they actually are inside of the process. Because I'm going to tell you right now, somebody finished this question for me. The fortune is in the what? The fortune's in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. They say there's maybe 3 to 10% of individuals that join from the first time seeing this information. How many times does it take most people to join after seeing the information? For most of the time, 5 to 12 exposures, okay? Myself being included. I not only had to see a presentation, I had to see an event. I got on a 3-way. I saw a Zoom call, right? I saw multiple different exposures until I was ready to go ahead and commit. And I want you to think about yourself. How many exposures did it take you to go ahead and finally pull the trigger to actually go ahead and join. So guess what? It works the same way for anybody else that's looking at your business. This is why consistency is so important, and being able to know where they are at in the process, so you know what to go ahead and follow up with. You see, sometimes it might, if they've already seen a three-way, if they've already seen the opportunity, sometimes it might just be a little testimonial. You guys are in the Telegram chats. Do you see how many ka-chings are dropping every day? Withdrawals? This is all leverage. This is all fire for the arsenal to go ahead and take that, blast those on your stories. Show them to some individuals that have been interested in your business and what it is that you've been doing. This is what I'm doing. It's called leverage. You see, family, we don't just have to have all the success. We have a team. So if other individuals are winning, we can go ahead and leverage the success of other teammates, of others inside of the family. Okay? So this is huge. Number 3. I got 2 more for you. Number 3 is going to be posture. Okay? Posture. Everybody go ahead and give me some posture real quick. Let me see. Just sit up a little bit straighter. Put your shoulders back. Put your chest up. Put your chin up a little bit. And let me see some posture. Okay? Posture is so important. This is, I don't know if you all know this, but there's a reason why they say your energy introduces you before we speak. Okay? Your energy introduces you before you speak. Anytime that you go out and you make a relationship, you go out into negotiation, you're sharing your story with somebody, you're sharing a vision with somebody, your energy always introduces you before you speak. This is why I'm telling you, even putting out your stories, even putting out your videos, it's not even necessarily about what it is that we say, because here's what I know. People are always going to remember what it is that we say. They're going to remember how we made them feel. So I want to give you guys a secret right here. Pay attention. The secret is to go ahead and really make others feel fulfilled, loved, joyful, needed. So when you're going out and you're building your business, people join people. So let me ask you this. What is the feeling that we're leaving them with after that conversation's over? You see, even if I meet somebody at the gym today, before I go ahead and head out, I'm going to make a relationship today at the gym. And guess what I'm going to make sure that relationship is going to be? I'm going to leave them with a positive increase impression. I'm going to give them a compliment. I'm going to smile. I'm going to give them a touch on the shoulder. The right touch is very powerful. Quantum touch, okay? Touch is very powerful, right? Pat on the back, firm handshake, right? People can feel that energy. That energy is going to ripple. So now when you walk away and you've exchanged Instagrams, they're going to be like, yo, JoJo said she just had a vibe. She was just electric. Deanne, like she just had this glow about her. Lady Boss Nikki, she was just vibrating, right? They can feel that at the tables. They can feel that in your relationships. They can feel that through the phone. They can feel that through our videos miles and miles away, right? I have students in South Africa and Australia and London. That's how far energy travels, family. And it could be from one video. It could be from one phone call. But that's the power of understanding posture. So where I'm leading at with posture is this. When we put out content, when we go and make a relationship, if somebody comments on your video, somebody comments on your story, and they don't see what you see and they're coming at you negative, I'd encourage you to go ahead and just put this in your back pocket for me real quick, right? Don't be swayed by other people's opinions. I like to call it the birds, right? I haven't seen any birds go by yet. I'm surprised. But I like to call them the birds. You see, a lot of times when individuals join the business, when they start doing something new, we have the birds that pick at their brain, that drop their little droppings of negative self-talk, negative self-beliefs of you're not going to be able to make it. You're not going to be able to learn these skill sets. Don't listen to the birds. There's a reason why eagles fly with eagles and they don't fly with chickens, right? Because when you change your circle of influence, when a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, guess what? They never go back and hang out with other caterpillars. If you've ever noticed that, butterfly never hangs out with caterpillars because once they transform, they never go back to the same person. The same thing goes with building this business, right? As you start to level up, guess what? Exactly. The birds get louder. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but as we grow, as we start putting yourselves out there, the birds get louder. The noise gets louder. More distractions, more opportunities, more shiny balls, more deals, more sponsorships. This is why it's so important to stay grounded, stay rooted, to get our morals now. How do you think there's individuals like Matt Rose, a chair 750, where he's getting $1 million deals other places and he's not taking it? They're not Alex Morton. They're not flinching, and they're making millions of dollars, millions of cheeseburgers a month, right? Some of them. They're not moving because they're rooted in their morals. They know who they are. They know what they stand for, and they know where they're going. And if you can adopt this, you become what I like to call unstoppable. You can't stop somebody that can't be stopped. That's one of my favorite quotes. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. You can't stop somebody can't be stopped. I like to call that planted. I like to call that rooted. You see, I rooted my flag in 2017, 2016. Said, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to be for the next 10, 20 years. To go ahead and learn these skill sets to impact countless lives. And I'm going to be able to use this as a vehicle to not only learn these skills, and I'll be able to impact other lives, but to be able to go ahead and achieve our dreams collectively. So nobody can sway my tree. People might be able to blow me back and forth a little bit, but nobody's knocking my tree over. Not any words, not any comment, not any fuel. It doesn't matter what happens because I've been through it all already. This is the power of staying rooted and understanding posture. Okay? Posture is huge. I could talk about posture for an hour. I could talk about all these for an hour. Last one's going to be perspective. Okay? Perspective is big. Last but not least, you ready? Let me go ahead and wrap this up with number 4. Perspective is going to be becoming vibrationally congruent with our success. Becoming vibrationally congruent with our success. This is sponsored by Kangen Water, by the way. Right? So you guys have to really start thinking about, there's a reason why, even for others, we see them soaring, we see all these manifestations come into reality, but we don't always know the deep work that had to be done to go ahead and get to that level. So here's the deal. We are exactly where we need to be at right here, right now, right? We're exactly where we need to be at right here, right now, because what we've thought about, we've brought about. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I believe that this is divine. This is divine timing. The lessons that we had, the experience that we've been able to gain is leading us to where it is that we're going. And our success is going to be right on time, because now we are starting to go ahead and align and match with that vibration. Here's a perfect example. Deanne, I've literally watched this happen in front of all of our faces since what? You started this 90-day challenge how long ago? What are we into? We're into 17 days of March, so I think you guys started that March 1st. So it's been 16 days, and it's funny too, because you notice this, right? Right around the 2-week mark, when we start going on a 90-day sprint, little things start to change, right? We start seeing a little bit of a shift. The energy is a little bit different because we've literally changed the neural connections of what we're normally used to thinking, right? And she started to manifest. She just got her first 2 sales on the 16th day of running the 90-day challenge. Every day they've been up at 5:30. Every day they've been journaling. And every day, I know they've not just been doing it, they've been really getting the feeling. She's been telling me how much they've been talking to Jesus and how much she's been manifesting, even getting John's sales. And look at that. John just got Inside published on an article for his cleaning business. You see, this stuff works. This is all about aligning with that vibration. And all this happened in a matter of 2 weeks. So it just goes to show how powerful energy is, how powerful frequency is. You see, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but every thought that we think sends out a vibrational frequency into the universe, right? Into the quantum field. This is why what we focus on most of the time, we become. So if we're focusing on our goals, if we're focused on success, we're focused on attracting, becoming magnetic to abundance, the right people, places, and situations inside of our life, guess what? We're going to start attracting all day long. All of that, right? Start grabbing it right now. I want you to close your eyes right now. Can you start envisioning the ka-chings come in? Just grab the success and bring it into your heart. The ka-ching is coming in. The phenomenal relationships, the leaders overflowing into your business, your viral content, you having tons of messages pouring in, giving you love, thanking you for your commitment, thanking you for your story, thanking you for your consistency. Can you feel yourself vibrating? I got it right now. I got chills doing that. Can you see yourself speaking on stage in front of thousands of people and just crying because you know that you've been able to grow through all of those tests and they turn into your testimony? That one person that you love giving you that call, giving you that congratulations, say, you know what? You did it. That goal that you wanted so bad, you did it. That's what I want you to feel every day. I want you guys to be able to feel what I feel. I want to just, energy is never destroyed. It's only transferred. So I hope I can transfer this energy through a screen so you guys can just feel a little bit of what I feel for the position that we're in, for where it is that we're going, the perspective that we have, right? The position, the pipeline, the perspective, and the posture. All these play such a huge role because I know we're expecting and we're getting miracles to family. That is my 4 P's to go ahead and 10x your business. Go out and take action with this. Go out and implement this because I'm telling you, your success is waiting for you. Our success is knocking at the door, and abundance is flowing to and through us. Let me see if you guys can hear the music yet. Can you hear this yet? Drop a tweet down below. Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear the music yet. I got it playing. Or is YouTube still hiding it? Can you hear it? Drop a tweet down below. Let me know. No? Oh my goodness. All right, it's all good. So hold on. I got you. I gotta at least get it on my phone. YouTube does not want to let me get out the song. Yes, Deanne, you could hear it? All right, don't worry. I got it right here. Y'all ready? Here we go. It's a new dawn, baby. It's a new day. Happy Friday, family. I love you guys. TGIF. Nobody told you today. I'm proud of you. I love you. Go ahead and drop some 3s down for yourself. You got a little bit of value for today. Smash that like button and go out and dominate this Friday. It is your favorite entrepreneur, Defon Dreams. Remember, you can be, do, and have anything that you can hold in your mind. You can hold it right here in our hands. I love you, family. Let's go out and dominate. March Madness is in full effect. Dream Team, let's go.